The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Mills Mechie hauls it in. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Pierce takes it straight ahead. They find some open field here.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 57 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. Mills being chased, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Mills. Open man is Baker. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 24-yard line.
Give left side for Pierce.
And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Going for it with Pierce.
And he'll get this down only to the 18.
Into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a toss out wide to McAllister, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
2nd down and goal. Mills.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Working out of the gun, Mills.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Fairbairn able to put this one through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They run it again with Chubb. Shoves him aside, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And some room to roam now. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Chubb will get the call, running left. He stiff arms him, and he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on it.
And he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
Hey, you got to snap it. You got to snap it.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 25 yards to the house. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is now 24. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something. And Mills is intercepted for the third time.
John Johnson with the INT. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Off-tackle run here for Nick Chubb. And some room to maneuver. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, 35 yards.
And the Browns have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth. Extra point by York is up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
First down, Mills. He'll find Royce Freeman, the running back. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now a handoff for Pierce.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. To throw, Mills. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Mills now looks to throw on first down. He's got it to Collins, complete.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is down to 24. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And Watson's going to throw it here.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Chubb on the counter. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big run there. 29 yards and a first.
On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
And again, it's Chubb. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
York on now for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again. Mills over the middle, complete. That's Baker. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 36. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Mills to the air again. Got his man, Baker. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. To try again after the sack. Mills looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Baker.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses.